You just caught me doing my morning skincare. I'm long overdue for some updates, so let's get into it. I have practically been living out of a suitcase for the entire month of May. And I'm about to go right back into that cycle for June. Well, really July. I guess it's mid-June. I have been breaking the out because I'm very stressed. I have a lot of things going on. There's a lot of moving pieces, and my skin just is not on my side. I like to use this brightening and clearing serum from Topicals Faded. This really does help. Like, I have to put it on my dark spots, so I just let this like sit a little bit before I blend it in. So since it's been a while, I know I've been MIA with the podcast and just like content in general. I just needed a second. I'm very passionate about creating content and like really leveling up this year, but at the same time, I work a full-time job. I work in the PR industry. I'm a senior comm strategist at a boutique firm in LA, so I work remote for now, and we've just had a lot of stuff going on. I'm girl bossing way too close to the sun because I made myself important at this job. I'm important. I be doing real stuff, and so the time that I would use in my free time, I've kind of been working a little bit overtime, and we'll get into that. This is my new Medicube device. It is the Booster Pro, but it really helps snatch the face, get me ready for the day, prep, all the things. Level 2, level 4, level 5. And I'm just like really obsessed with this. It's my new little trinket. And you can see my face does the, it's about to glitch. That's how you know it's working though. But the long and short of it is I have spent the past 2 weeks low-key in New York. The first one was very unplanned. It was spur of the moment. Work called me on Thursday prior and was like, hey girl, by the way, this new client that we signed that is very exciting, that brought me out to New York. I was told that Thursday before. I went on Tuesday? Yeah, I went on Tuesday. Full day of press, brand lunch, like a whole bunch of stuff. And I was really there like helping make sure things flowed on time. The client was prepared, like doing all the things. And this is like the first like solo work trip I've done. I was completely by myself. It was a new wheelhouse for me. I had never really done like talent relations or worked with celebrity. Like I met celebrities, but I have never really like in the PR capacity really been in the room and like been in charge in a way. And like he was so amazing, so he was just like very helpful in like, we got this, like you're great, you're a professional, like you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, you're so amazing. He really helped instill that in me to where I had the confidence to be like, yeah, actually I am a boss, like yeah, I can do this. So the first day went really well. The second day was a Cowboy Carter suite activation actually with the brand, and we like had like a whole get ready with me shoot and like did a whole bunch of things behind the scenes. I had a lot of fun with that. It was absolutely a ripping and running trip, but I do feel like I lived that sense of luxury where I was like in the private car. I was calling the driver like, hey, when are you gonna be here? Things that I have only thought of, I guess, in my dreams. Like I knew my professional career, I could take it there, but like being 25, I didn't think I would hit milestones like that for a long time. So because of some of that craziness, I have had to put content on the back burner, and I don't necessarily look at it as a disadvantage. Like I think all of the things that I'm doing honestly are connected. As a PR girl, as a content creator, those are like somewhat two in the same. Like PR girls kind of do it more so like you get the influencer to promote the brand, you're doing these things and like you're facilitating the things for the client, versus like on the influencer side, you're the one receiving the brief. So it's like I'm working both sides of the spectrum. And while I didn't necessarily get to capture all the things behind the scenes for myself, I'm capturing behind the scenes for the client. And where I'm not necessarily the focal point. I'm in the rooms, like I'm making the connections, I'm speaking to editors, I'm like, I'm there, you know what I mean? Like, and those are things that I've been manifesting, those are things I've been working towards. So it's just like that validation that everything fell into place, everything is in alignment. It was a challenge, but I rose to the occasion, and no one did that but me. But me. 2 years ago, I recorded a podcast episode about the degree of separation. I talked about how you are so much closer to the people, the rooms, the goals that you have for yourself than you can even like see with your own eye. The graphic I made literally said, it was me here, at the end Beyonce, and then the arrows pointing to was this person I know that knows this person that knows that person who knows the person that knows. And it's Beyonce. And that's about all the context that I'm gonna give you, but just know that it's like I have been working towards this, I've been manifesting this like from a professional standpoint, as a PR girl, as a publicist, as a girl who's about her shit. Like, don't mistake the content creation version, the personality, the person that I am. I'm about my business. I get my stuff done. I have been dedicated and have worked towards this and like put in a lot of time and effort in college just to set myself up to be equipped for opportunities like this. Worked in spaces where I have been so fast paced, really have learned quickly and adapted, and just like really taken feedback and allowed myself to shape up to be a career girl. Like, yeah. So although it was, not only was it an opportunity of a lifetime professionally, personally, like it was so cool. So I've been living I've been living out of my suitcase because I also went to New York right after that with my besties, which was a planned trip, and I had planned to go because we were going to see Beyonce. So I got to see Beyonce twice in New York. Technically New Jersey, but I got to see her twice. I was very excited to get into the city with my besties because that is a city we've never been to together, and one of us had never been to New York before, one of us had been once, and then obviously I was just there, and I had been a few other times before that. Very different experience, not doing the private cars, more of like a subway walking kind of trip, which I actually really enjoyed. I got 15,000 steps in minimum a day, which was honestly great. And we had like just a really fun itinerary. We made sure to get pizza. We had actually, that's a story time. So we actually went out to this very insane, like unreal, that place is not real kind of restaurant. It was called Cantina Rooftop. It is like, maybe it's known for being like a crazy club type restaurant. Our research did not give that. It just gave like, oh, this is a really nice rooftop in New York, you can see the skyline like pretty. We show up, that music is blasting. It's like, you know that siren that they play in the club, like, announcing. There's this inflatable shark dancing like at the table that they're leading us to that like hit my friend in the face. So we sit down and we're kind of like, what the fuck. My friend is like joining us there, and I had to text her and be like, hey girl, this is like unprecedented. I've never, you know, I don't even know how to explain to you, but it's very unhinged. Like, it's a very interesting space. And she was like, okay, I mean, okay, cool. We order some apps, drinks, and like just wait for my other friend to get there. She gets there and like, it's just like, we're all like, whoa. You can barely hear each other speak. Like, it's just a lot. So at that point, there's somebody walking around in the nun costume, like the nun, like the movie. Mind you, I'm just trying to eat my tacos. It's just very strange. It was very strange. That was like honestly an original experience. However, they are an operating restaurant, so it's not that original. Like, other people have experienced that. I just never expected that. That was a lot. So yeah, that was like one of the only places we made an actual reservation at. We had sushi our last night, but honestly the main focus was like sightseeing because we had a friend who had never been there before, and then also seeing Beyonce. Our view was so good. We were like, those boxes that she has like leading out to the end of the stage, so we were on the floor, but the like risers, so she has that one stage that she like flies on the horseshoe to, and then she has this other stage where like family, the VIPs and stuff are basically to our right, so we're able to see like her mom and stuff during the concert, and it was just really good. All of us were really present, so like I have video clips of like my favorite songs from Cowboy Carter, like in general. I just like really was trying to enjoy that concert because I had gone literally the week prior, and I didn't spend as much time like really watching the concert. Like I was a little bit more present in the suite and like making sure things were happening as they were supposed to. It's just so good. Like I just, seeing Beyonce live is like, I can never miss another Beyonce. Like I have to see her every time she tours. Like it just is a given. And I was the second to last person to get the New York exclusive shirt. Just like that lore behind the shirt, I will tell that story every time I wear it. We were just talking as like our little group. We were like, our kids are gonna be so thankful we were Beyonce fans. Like I don't know what I would have done if my mom was a Michael Jackson fan in the way that I became. So like just to have like literally what will be vintage merch, vintage experiences and stories to be able to share with my kids, it's like, of course I'm investing in the future generations of myself by going to see Beyonce and supporting Beyonce. I do hate that last day on trips where you're kind of like so ready to be home. I was so ready to be home that last day. We had been walking so much. I was tired and I felt bad because like my energy just was drained. Like I just am so tired. I just wanted to sit in the hotel, and we kind of all were low energy that last day because it was just like, we have been all over the city. We have been to New Jersey. We've been everywhere. Staten Island. Like we have literally been everywhere. I don't walk that much on a regular basis. I'm active, but I'm not walking 15,000 steps a single day, every day. So I think we just were all kind of like, okay. So we just had sushi near the hotel for our last night. Nothing like too fancy. We were gonna get dressed up at one point, but we went to the Met, and the Met was so busy. It was so busy. We really only went to see the Superfine. We really only looked at the Superfine exhibit, and we all kind of were like, you good to go? I'm good to go. Let's let's go. So we had a hot dog moment on the Met steps, which was a lot of like fun. Like that was cute. Now brace yourself though, because it sounds like, oh okay, you were kind of busy, but you're done traveling for a little bit. That would be wrong. I'm going to Chicago next week to wedding dress shop. I am beyond excited to go wedding dress shopping. I have so many thoughts and ideas on what my dress may look like. I'm bringing a smaller group, which includes my mom and my aunt, because respectfully, I can't do all the opinions. I just can't. I know myself, and I know that I need to be in the right mind space if I'm shopping, period, but especially shopping for something like a wedding dress. I'd rather have an opinion after the fact, or be like, this is my dress, beautiful. These are dresses I looked at, also beautiful. I decided to go to Chicago because Kansas City is like fine. There's some boutiques, there's places that have designers I'm interested in here, but in general, the majority of like actual designer boutiques are going to be in a larger city. So like I could go here and look at a few dresses from one designer at a boutique that has a ton of them. I can go directly to designer boutique and look at only their dresses, and they're likely to have more of like my sizes. I don't know. Like, I know sometimes the dress you want may not be in your size. Like, I know the sample, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like they're a little bit more equipped for what I'm looking for. That's not to say my dress might be here, but I'm going to Chicago first to find out. I'm excited for that trip in general because I love Chicago, especially in the summer. Like, I love getting out there. I love getting out to Chicago, so we'll definitely be doing a boat day one of the days, but I have 5 appointments scheduled. 5. I'm trying to keep myself grounded because low-key that's a lot of shopping. It's a lot of trying stuff on. Like, I'm just mentally preparing for that. The weather is also not supposed to be super hot, which to a certain degree I'm excited about. At the same time, it's June and I still look like it's winter. No tan lines, nothing. Haven't been able to sit out in the sun once. It was raining pretty much the entire time I was in New York, both times. And I'm just over this weather in general. It's cloudy today. Like, I cannot escape it. So it'll be really nice to like walk around and it not be sweltering, but I'm also like a little disappointed because we're supposed to go to the beach. We're supposed to do all of that fun stuff. But I just found out I have another work trip coming up. I'm going to Las Vegas for the first time, and that I am excited about. So hopefully I can count on at least one place being hot. At least one place. Like, that's all I'm asking for. It's summer. I wouldn't think that's a lot to ask for. In general though, life has been going really well. I'm slowly crawling out of my hole from being just so busy. I'm trying to pick back up and like get back into my habits and everything. It's just been honestly really hard considering I'm like here for 3 days, gone, back for 2 days, gone, here for a week, gone. Like, it is very hard to maintain like my typical everyday routine because by the time I'm back, I'm like, well, I don't want to, you know, I'm in a different time zone. I'm tired. I don't want to clean. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and relax. I guess that's part of being an adult, and it's taking me some getting used to, but I'm okay. I'm doing fine. Mentally, this week has been kind of a challenge for me because I'm starting to feel a little bit of burnout just given all of the circumstances, and trying to just like really talk myself through not being burnt out. I'm trying to motivate myself. Like, we're FaceTiming right now so I can catch you up on everything and I can recap and air out my grievances and talk about all the fun things and talk about the things that have been harder. But it's just a lot of weight on my shoulders, if I'm being honest, and sometimes I can crumble under pressure. But I'm trying not to do that because I'm a new woman. The woman that I'm becoming does not do that. The woman I'm becoming does not crumble under fear. She does not back down from a challenge. She's poised and posh and tackles things head on, and she's about her business. She's about having fun. She's about being cute and pretty. She's about not having adult acne from being stressed out. So I'm trying to just like motivate myself with knowing that I'm aligned with my purpose and these are part of the growing pains. And it's just like all a part of it. Although it's uncomfortable, there's absolutely purpose behind the madness. Like, I had to keep reminding myself when I first got that opportunity to go out on my work trip was that like I was picked for a reason. I was trusted for a reason. I have the capability to do these things. Like, sometimes I think we can let self-doubt get in the way of actually accomplishing the things that are set out for us. And I'm trying my best to just be. Things are happening. Things are happening that are out of my control. Things are happening that are in my control. And it really just matters what I do with that. Even though I'm honestly overwhelmed, I'm just trying to do a better job of not reacting how I would previously, and really showing up as the person that I have worked so incredibly hard to become. Like, if this was a TV show, if I was creating a character, if I'm creating a narrative based on my life, like, she's doing it. Like, she is in her, like, this is the evolving moment. Like, she is turning into a new person, and I'm just trying to embrace that. And it's hard. And I like change to a certain degree, but it's just a lot at once. You're wedding planning, you're taking so many different trips, you're also in the process of trying to find a new place to live, you're also in the process of working and trying to maintain your friendships, and people are moving, and there's just so much plug and play is happening, and it sometimes it's just like, what the fuck? But after I take a moment to freak out and be a little overwhelmed and stressed about it, just like take like 5 minutes, cry, bounce back, and be like, no, it actually is not that serious. Like, you can handle things, you know how to figure stuff out, you're a publicist, like, put your spin on it and figure it the fuck out. Like, I have just been honestly really proud of myself over the past month, honestly this year in general. Even though I'm not hitting every single goal I have set out for myself for 2025, I'm hitting goals that I didn't even realize were in the plans for me this year. Like, they're goals that I didn't even necessarily have envisioned for myself, period. And now that they've happened, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, of course, like, yeah, yes, that's aligned. So I'm in a transformative period. Thank you for giving me so much grace as my friends, as my people, as like, I say this all the time, I love Let's Have Breakfast, I love my podcast, I love this channel, I love engaging with you all and building community. That is something I've always been passionate about. And even if I'm not the most consistent creator, even if I'm not the most consistent in anything I do, ADHD, but I appreciate the support, I appreciate the grace. I am growing, you are growing, and we're growing together. So, and it's only June. Like, think about the person you will be in 6 months from now. I'm thinking about that. I think about that all the time. So I don't know when the next video will be, because I just listed out everything else I have going on. I'm very hopeful that I can be consistent. I want to upload a vlog from Chicago. I'm planning to show all of the dresses that I try on. Obviously not the one I pick, but I have plans. I have concepts of a plan. So we are going to make those come to fruition. We're doing an amazing job. I'm proud of you all, and thanks for watching another video.